Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beauty Bunnies YouTube channel. We're creating this makeup look today using all cruelty-free makeup products, so let's go ahead and jump in. This is my clean face, moisturized and washed, and we're just going to prime using the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer Mist. I'm going to spray this all over my face and then just let that set in so we're all primed and ready to go for our foundation. And for foundation, I'm going to be using the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Water Foundation. This is one of my favorites because it's so lightweight, but it has a really nice coverage, and I'm just going to be buffing that into my skin using the all over side of the IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection brush. I love the flawless finish that this little combo gives. Then we're going to pop on some of the Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer right underneath the eyes, and then also just a little bit down the center of the face and basically anywhere I have some little imperfections. Again, love this concealer. It's one of my holy grail items because it is just so good. It blends out seamlessly, and speaking of blending out, I'm using that same IT Cosmetics Complexion Perfection No. 7 brush, and I'm just using the smaller side. This is a newer product to me. This is the Pure Cameo Contour Dual-Ended Contour Foundation in Light. I'm just taking the contour side of the dual-ended stick, and I'm going to do some light cream contouring just to carve out my face. And I find that cream contouring can look very natural when done correctly and blended out nicely. So, like I said, I'm contouring a little bit on the cheeks, the nose, the forehead, a little bit on the chin, and then blending it out with that exact same IT Cosmetics brush. As you can tell, I am loving this brush right now. Then we've got to set that entire base down, and I'm going to be using the CoverFX Illuminating Setting Powder to just set the entire face. I always like to throw on some bronzer after setting the face, so I'm going to be using the Glamour Dolls Fakecation bronzer to add a little bit more warmth back into the face. Like I said, I felt like I was looking a little ghostly and flat, so I want to add some warmth and dimension, and this bronzer is really nice. I love the shade of it because it's slightly warm toned, so it does give you, again, that warmth, but it's not too orangey at all. Next step is to get those brows done, so I always use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dipbrow Pomade. That's just what works for me because my natural brow hairs are quite thick and crazy, so I need something that's super heavy duty. And then one thing I cannot live without is this Chella Ivory Lace Highlighter Pencil. I use it every single day of my life. I can't do my brows without it, so I just go underneath and highlight and then blend it out, and it is the most beautiful matte brow bone highlight that just adds so much definition to the brows without looking too much. It's just perfect. Then to set my brows in place, I'll use the Milani Brow Gel. This is their clear brow gel, and it just really holds down my brows, tames them a bit, and holds all our hard work in place. Then I'm going to be priming my eyes with the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This is just the original, and it really is an original. This is one of the first eyeshadow primers that I ever used, and it's a go-to because it always works so well, and it has a beautiful natural finish to it. And another oldie but a goodie, the Naked Basics palette from Urban Decay. I'm going to be taking the shade Foxy, and I'm actually just going to kind of set that primer down. I always like to do this because it allows the next shadows that we're going to use to be blended out seamlessly, and this just makes for a great base. Then taking the shade Naked 2 from the same exact palette, this is going to be actually like our main transition shade. It's a super simple eye look, so I thought I would just go with something that's very neutral and it can kind of go with a multitude of colors. So I'm just blending that into the crease with windshield wiper motions, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. Now we're ready for our main base shade, which is the Glamour Dolls eyeshadow in the shade Backstage. It's a really pretty deep bronze shade, perfect for summer. So I'm just gonna be blending that into the crease, not the crease, what am I saying? Blending that down into the base of the lid below the crease. So you really want to press the shadow in so you get a nice pigmentation. Now for mascara, I'm using the Pure Fully Charged Mascara, which I have never tried before this tutorial, but I was pleasantly surprised. It just had such a nice wand on it. It's very voluminous and full, which is exactly the type of wand that I like for my eyelashes, and I was so impressed by the results. Look at that. Look at the difference, people. I love it. And now our eyes are done, so we can move back to the face. I'm going in with the NARS Orgasm blush, which is again such a classic. It is such a beautiful shade, which is why it's definitely a cult favorite. It's just the perfect little pink, but it has a bit of golden shimmer in it, and it's just beautiful. It is one of my favorite blushes to use for the summertime, for sure. And we gotta get our glow going, so I'm gonna be using the Urban Decay highlighter in the shade Sin. This highlighter is so beautiful. It's a perfect champagne-y highlight, and I just like to add it to the tops of my cheekbones on both sides, obviously, and then also on the bridge of the nose and a little bit on the Cupid's bow, because I just like to glow all over because I love a good highlighted glowy look. Then to finish off the look, I'm going to apply the Urban Decay Revolution Lip Gloss in the shade Assassin, which is such a beautiful, bright, bold red with red shimmer. I love this shade. So this is the finished look. I love how it turned out. I think it's very flawless, easy, effortless, and I love the bright pop of color on the lips. I just think this entire look is so beautiful and so wearable for, you know, summertime or pretty much any day. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Definitely make sure to tune in for more. Bye!